They went and got Dr. King. He comes through the curtains. He said, "You, my friend, are the luckiest SOB I've ever met in my life. I've never seen anybody get shot up the way that you did and survive." He comes over and gives me a hug. I'm crying. I tell him, I said, "Doc, there was a nurse here with me that night that helped me. Can you go get her for me? She comforted me." And he said, "Where did you see this woman?" I said, "I saw her downstairs in the trauma area. You were pulling the bed, pulled the elevator, floor 3, OR 26. She was in the elevator with us when you were barking orders, and I repeated verbatim everything he said in that elevator." He turned white and he did a timeout sign. "How do you know all this?" And I said, "I was 2 feet away from you on the bed." He said, "No, my friend, you were dead. You were gone for almost 5 minutes. How do you remember all this stuff? Dead people can't form memories." I said, "No, I was awake. I was watching all of you, and I was talking to that nurse." He said, "Listen, there was no nurse on my trauma team that looked like that. Everybody was young. I would have known if there was an old lady that was 65 years old and looked like that. I assure you, there was nobody on my trauma team that looked like that." And I said, "Mom, I'm doing okay. I'm going to get back on my feet." And I said, "What do you have?" She said, "I brought something to you because I want you to keep this on your wall at home forever." I said, "Of course." She gives me that picture frame. I flipped it over and I looked at it. I started crying. I said, my hand was shaking. I said, "This is the nurse. This is my nurse." My mother said, "Yeah, I prayed to her. Your grandmother came to you.